Follow Through Time. I'm Pastor Fred. This is where we are listening to God. We're also living for Him. We're going to finish out our series on power today. I want you to share this with somebody. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Would love for you to get these every day as they drop at 6 in the morning. All right. So when you think about the people that are popular today, right? People on Instagram, on TikTok, and whatever social media outlet they've got a podcast, they've got a website, whatever it is. Who gets all of those likes? Who gets all those followers? Who gets all of that internet traffic? It's the people who are the funniest. They're the prettiest. They're the biggest, the strongest, the most funny and intellectual. They're imparting all this kind of wisdom. They're showing how much they've learned. It's all of those things, which, by the way, are all good things. I'm not saying that those are bad things, but really, I don't want to put my faith in those things. See, that's a recipe for disaster, because the things that people like and that they will literally like on your Facebook or on one of your posts, the things that they're going to follow, they're going to change all the time. Because someone's idea of what's funny is going to change. Their idea of what's smart is going to change. Their idea of who's pretty is going to change. And off you go. You're done. Discarded, right? And alone. And so that's why Paul says in 1 Corinthians 2, verse 5, he's talking about his own ministry, right? He's like, I'm not going to make this about how great I am. I'm not going to make this about how smooth a talker I am. And this actually brings me a lot of relief, because I say and right, and I mean I'm way far from perfect when it comes to doing this and other things. I just want to get the message out. Now, again, I try as hard as I can, and I don't think Paul was like, I'm just going to be sloppy and bad. He's like, but what he was saying is it's not going to be about him. He doesn't want people to go, man, that guy can really talk. Because what matters is not how great of a talker he is. It's what he's saying, right? Because we're talking about Jesus. That this message that we desperately need, this truth that I need for my life, to know that I have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, and that I am dead in my sins and my transgressions, but that Jesus died for me. Paul's like, I want to know that. That's what I want to convey. That's, at the end of the day, that's what I want people talking about. And not just talking about it, I want them living it out. I want their lives being changed by it. In verse 5 of 2 Corinthians 2, he says that so that your faith might not rest in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. See, Paul's day was filled with philosophers, many of whom we study now. So smart, such insight. But nothing compared to the wisdom of God. Nothing compared to the strength of God, the good news about Jesus, right? Because they can only give you a philosophical system that might make your life better, might make you more effective at something, but it's not something that's going to deal with sin in your life the way it needs to be done with. It doesn't show you that Jesus died for you and rose for you. That's what you focus on. The people and the scriptures, right? That talk about what Jesus did, that truth that He has done something about your sin. That's the power of God. That's where our faith is to rest. My faith, your faith. No matter what you're doing, let's put all our eggs in that basket of Jesus and His love and His forgiveness. Now, again, I know that it's probably never going to happen, that all of the top podcasts and Instagram posts are going to be by people who just sincerely love Jesus and want to talk about Him. I want to encourage you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you want to start something like that today, go for it. Let people know. But remember, your faith isn't in how wise or how eloquent you are, how smooth you are, how clever you are, how cool you can do edits or produce videos. No, that all comes secondary to the grace of God, the truth of God, really you experiencing first, and then really wanting people to hear that and to know that and to be changed by that. So you have a great rest of your weekend. We're going to start next week a summer series. It's going to go the entire summer. It's going to be called Fighting Words, and we're going to be talking about giving you some words from God in this spiritual battle that we're all in. Right? This is something we all desperately need. Right? We don't need some clever arguments or all these. We need straight up Word of God, armor of God, the defenses and the weapons for this warfare that we are, like it or not, we're a part of. Right? So we're going to spend our summer looking at that. Some warrior fighter verses, some fighting words for you. All right. We'll talk to you next time. We'll see you next week.